Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Naše programy nabízejí více jazyků. Prosím, navštivte suprememastertv.com/schedule.
We love stories. We love reading stories. We love watching TV stories and movies. But we always get upset when the heroes eat meat or buy a leather jacket or go fishing. They're not our heroes anymore. That spoils it for us. So we wanted to make stories in which the heroes were vegan.
Violet's Vegan Comics, vegan-friendly stories for children. Stay tuned to find out more.
Vegan. Love ya, man.
Oki means hello in Blackfoot language, the spoken indigenous language in the Blackfeet Nation. Ahanu. The kind people of the Blackfeet Nation wish for you to find wise and creative ways to nurture the young people around you and impart to them a solid moral foundation. Heartwarming viewers, welcome to our show, Violet's Vegan Comics, vegan-friendly stories for children. Violet Plum and her daughter Miranda Lemon are authors and illustrators of vegan-themed comics and other books, which they create to provide children around the world with vegan heroes and role models. Miss Violet and Miss Miranda make all their books free to read online so that costs will never prevent children from accessing their books while selling inexpensive printed versions through their online store. They also support an animal sanctuary through their work. Let's start with the beginning of Violet Plum and her daughter Miranda Lemon's journey and discover what inspired them to live the compassionate vegan lifestyle.
We became vegan about 20 years ago. I went vegetarian when I was 13, but I didn't realize that animals were still killed for milk and eggs. When I finally realized that, we all went vegan when Miranda was about 8 years old, so it's been about 20 years.
With so many comic books and other literature already written for children and young people, let's find out what inspired Violet and Miranda to write so many creative stories about compassionate vegan children and share them on their website, Violet's Vegan Comics.
We love stories. We love reading stories. We love watching TV stories and movies. But we always get upset when the heroes eat meat or buy a leather jacket or go fishing. They're not our heroes anymore. That spoils it for us. So we wanted to make stories in which the heroes were vegan, and then they don't let you down.
Violet and Miranda have written and illustrated over 30 stories, including comic books, graphic novels, fairy tales, and even rhyming and other imaginative stories for young learners. The characters in these stories all set great examples of wisdom and compassion. More stories are emerging in the real world about compassionate children and other sentient beings helping and supporting others in need. So it takes incredible creativity and imagination to bring these many fictional characters to life and come up with the heroic deeds they perform. So how do Violet and Miranda dream up so many? Let's hear about some of their stories and how the ideas come to life for them.
They just come to us. I just, first of all, was inspired by comics I used to enjoy when I was a child. So I invented Reflecto Girl, and she has a mirror. It's an ancient magical mirror. And if she holds it up to someone, then whatever they're doing to someone else happens to them. So if they're doing something horrible to an animal, then whatever they're doing will happen to them. And then there's Venus Aqueous. Venus Aqueous is a champion swimmer, and she has a supernatural power to hear and understand marine animals. So she rescues marine animals when they call for her help. And then there's Megan and Floss, and Megan is an ordinary vegan girl, and Floss is from another planet, and she is a fish type being, And she's telepathic and has telekinetic powers, which she teaches to Megan. And they are together eco-warriors.
Children love superheroes, and how wonderful it is that Violet and Miranda have created such noble and compassionate ones like Reflecto Girl and Venus Aqueous to inspire and capture the imaginations of their young readers. What about in the real world though, where countless compassionate children struggle to grow up in a world in which their friends, teachers, and even family members eat animal people? Violet once observed a young boy beside her on a crowded train telling her father how much he loved the animal people he saw out the window and how crestfallen he was when his father said to him that they ate them. Violet and Miranda have created a particular character in a 24-story series for these special children.
Those were my first comics, and once you've come up with those ideas, then you just keep coming up with new stories for them. And then after that, I decided we needed a boy hero because these are all girls. So then we came up with Luke Walker, and these are not comics, these are prose. So we've got lots of adventures with Luke Walker, who is an 8-year-old boy who's growing up in a meat-eating household, and he doesn't like the way animals are treated. So he gets into a lot of trouble, rebelling against teachers and parents and arguing with his peers. And they're just funny short stories, lots of funny short stories and adventures.
Vegan, 'cause our dignity is at stake.
Gracious viewers, let us take a moment to thank Heaven for giving us protection and guidance. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Artistic viewers, welcome back to our show, Violet's Vegan Comics, vegan-friendly stories for children. Violet and Miranda make all their books available for free on their website so that children can find and read them without needing to spend any money. As well as the printed ones we mentioned earlier, they also sell downloadable versions that can be read offline for only a few dollars. But what if children haven't learned to read yet? Violet's Vegan Comics has something for them too. Children can watch and listen to the stories online.
So we've got lots of stories for little ones, rhyming stories and picture books. So we've got storytime videos on YouTube, and we've read all these and shown these picture books for children to enjoy. We've also done some audio books as well of the Luke Walker stories, just reading them aloud.
Violet and Miranda also support a very worthy cause through their work. Let's hear how purchasing books from the Luke Walker series for a child provides invaluable support and inspiration for a young person and supports the work of an amazing animal people sanctuary.
All the Luke Walker books are sold in support of Hillside Animal Sanctuary in Norfolk in England. They have over 4,000 large animals living there, cows, pigs, horses, sheep, all rescued from factory farms, and they educate the public as well. They have open days educating the public about farming and about veganism, and they also do investigations. They actually sneak in and film farms, horrible conditions inside farms, so that they can bring prosecutions against farmers that are doing horrible things to their animals and neglecting them.
Now that we've learned about the inspiration behind Violet's Vegan Comics and the noble work they support, let's hear an excerpt from The Two Little Pigs, written by Violet and illustrated by Miranda.
Two little pigs were running as fast as they could. Away from the butcher and all his sharp knives, they ran just like anyone would. One hairy butcher was chasing, just as fast as he could run. He huffed and he puffed and he slobbered. He was crosser than anyone. The two little pigs met a kitty, a clever and striped kitty cat. Help us, please, to find our way home. but the cat wasn't sure about that. I wouldn't go there if I were you, was the kitty's confusing advice. Hurry now, don't let me keep you. I hope you end up somewhere nice. Huffing and puffing were not far behind, so the piglets kept running and running.
After returning to the farm and discovering the farmer's true intentions for them, the two little pig people, fortunately, found their way to the forest where they could live their lives in peace and freedom. Besides them, some fortunate animal people are rescued by animal people activists and cared for in loving forever homes such as the Hillside Animal Sanctuary. But we all know that not all animal people raised on farms are so fortunate, so we need many more heroes like Reflecto Girl and Luke Walker to bring forth a vegan world. So let's finish with an inspirational wish from Violet for the future of the world that she and Miranda wish for.
We wish it to be a vegan world. If everybody was vegan, all the problems would be solved. No more diseases, no more new infectious diseases. Starvation, global warming, pollution, all these things could be fixed by everybody going vegan, ending animal exploitation. So that's what we always wish for.
Vegan is key.
Be a hero, be vegan.
Our deep gratitude to Miss Violet Plum and Miss Miranda Lemon for their creativity and generosity in sharing their comics online with our young generation and everyone worldwide. May you be inspired and create more stories that nurture compassion in young people, and may every child learn from an early age to be as noble and wise as Luke Walker. For more information on Violet's vegan comic, please visit violetsvegancomics.com.
As an embodied and therefore intimate practice, veganism influences who we are and who we feel ourselves to be. We are far more how we eat than what we eat. Dr. Jacob Ari Lebenz, PhD, vegan.
Inspired viewers, thank you for your company today. Coming up next is important information from the Chief of COVID, part 1 of 6, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May heaven's love light up your hearts and protect you always.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.